I am here for another vlog because it's been a while since I've done one. I know that it seems like everything is the same and we are trapped inside some sort of weird time bubble where time both passes incredibly quickly and doesn't pass at all. But life goes on. So I hope you are all doing well. I hope no one has gotten any coronavirus, or if they have, that they are well recovered. So I hope really the best for all of you. I'm doing pretty well as can be expected, I guess. The hardest thing for me right now is that I'm still separated from my boyfriend. He is still in Australia. He actually just started a job there, which is great. I am really excited for him, and I think it'll be a really good experience for him to get. But it's also a little sad because, obviously, ideally he would have a job here. But haven't given up hope on that happening eventually. And so, yeah. We're actually applying right now for an exemption so that I can visit there for a couple months over the holidays, which would be really nice. But obviously, there's only limited exemptions available, and we'll see if it happens. But we're still going strong and not going to let this, derail us. So it's, in the long scheme of life, it's not that terrible for us. So a new school year has started, a new academic year. So I am done with all my required classes. So the academic year doesn't necessarily mean like that much for me, but I am actually TAing this quarter, which was a bit of a last minute change. I was not scheduled to TA, and then they just kind of needed another TA at the last minute, and it worked out for me to do it because I actually don't have a grant right now, and so my advisor was gonna be paying for me out of his startup funds. So yeah, so it worked out really well, but it was just kind of very last minute. But I've been really enjoying it. It's a class in a different department, so it's kind of fun for me to get experience in a different subject. It's certainly well within my abilities to teach because it's an introductory level science course, but yeah, it's on global warming, so I'm having fun with it. And I'm actually getting to lecture a little bit, which is cool because I've never done that before. So this is a good experience for me. And it will look good on my CV, hopefully. I'm also actually taking a class this quarter. I'm actually taking a Spanish class this quarter because I learned Spanish a long time ago. I studied it in high school. It was actually my minor in college. I really love it. I've been to many Spanish-speaking countries, but I just almost never have a chance to speak Spanish anymore, and I've forgotten so much. And so I thought, why not take some Spanish classes? It's covered in my tuition, so I can take them. And so I did it. I had to take a test to place into a class. And so I'm now taking a kind of intermediate level Spanish with undergrad, so they're all like 18 and 19. Like the first day of class, we were doing like an interview, right, with a partner, and it was like, oh, ¿cuántos años tienes? And I was like, tengo 33 años. And I never felt so old. I'm pretty sure my partner was like, what? You can't see the grays over Zoom as well, so I don't know how well you guys can see them, but they're definitely there, I promise. Oh well, no alternative getting older. Well, there is an alternative getting older, and getting older definitely beats that alternative. That's what my grandma always says, and she's still kicking, so. But yeah, me gusta mi clase de español. Nuestro profesor es muy bueno, y he practicado ahora y es bueno para recordar cómo hablar en un otro idioma. I've also been actually doing Duolingo to learn Irish because, I don't know, I just felt like it. Zero reason for that one. It's not even a language that, I've never been to Ireland. I really want to go. It's on my list. But my understanding is that English is spoken, pretty universally there. But it's a cool language, and I just want to learn. And my heritage is Irish, and so I don't know, I was just kind of in the mood to get in touch with my roots, and so I started learning Irish, and I'm actually reading a history of Ireland now just to kind of get a feel for it. I mean, my family's been in the U.S. for a long time. In fact, I have an ancestor that came over on the Mayflower, so many centuries. I can trace my ancestry back in the States, but still I am about 3/4 Irish, and my most recent ancestor that came from Ireland was my grandma's grandma, I think. So my great-great-grandma came from Limerick, I believe. She was the last one that came over in the 1800s, so the very late 1800s. Anyway, a little bit about me. I promised I would tell you guys when my new channel launched, and as of last week, it has launched. So please check out Nora's Guide to the Galaxy if you are interested in my space and astronomy content. I'll be posting over there twice a week at least, one science video and one kind of news video related to space and astronomy. I'm having a lot of fun with that. It's not just my YouTube channel, I'm also doing TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all the things, and having a lot of fun with it. So I would be really pleased if you guys checked it out, but no pressure if you are not interested. Aside from school and and traveling not happening / hopefully happening, there's not been too much crazy going on with my life. So I entered a writing competition called Pitch Wars. If you are a writer at all, you've probably heard of it. It's like one of the biggest contests now. It's kind of grown into its own thing. I've applied many times before and never gotten even so much as like a request from one of the mentors I applied to. And this year has turned out to be no different. But I am still glad I applied, because having that deadline finally helped me get the first draft of this story done that I've been working on since last November. It was a story I did for NaNoWriMo last year, and I won NaNoWriMo for the first time in my entire life, wrote 50,000 words a month, and then it took me another 9 months to write the last 35,000 words. I think I burned myself out a little bit doing Nano. I've also just been busy and stuff. And yeah, I was having some confidence trouble with the manuscript, and that I wasn't sure how good it was, but it's done now, at least the first draft, and I'm happy to go back and take a look at it and improve it, and that means I can finally start on a new story. So if you're a writer, you know that feeling when you just really want to start something new. I'm excited. I haven't picked which project I'm going to start next, but I have several ideas bouncing around up here. And I have not started a new puzzle since the last time I told you guys I was angry about destroying it. And I've just been so busy lately that I haven't had a chance to start a new one. So sorry there's not a puzzle video yet, but hopefully there will be one soon. No promises. My parents came to visit a couple weeks ago, and it was the first time I'd really seen people like in a while, and like I got to hug them, and it was like that was so nice. This pandemic is fucking killing me, y'all. But I feel like, so I'm in Chicago, and the response here by, the government, I think has been really good. Our numbers are looking good. There's been a really solid plan in place for a long time now of how things are going to be reopened, and I think we've really learned a lot over the past few months. And so I do feel relatively good about that. I wish that was the case everywhere, but it's not. So yeah. Oh, you can see my sticker here. I got my flu shot today, so if you haven't got your flu shot, take this as your sign and go get your flu shot. And speaking of stickers, you should also vote. The election, if you're in the US, is coming up very soon now, in just a couple weeks. I'm actually going to be working at the polls, so I'm really excited. It's my first time doing it. I thought this would be a good year to volunteer. But yeah, so get out and vote, everyone. That's my PSA for today. Okay, well, that's, I guess, all I had to share with you guys. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.